Hey guys, it's Ryan with Mama on Mission. If you're new here, I am a Christ following, book loving wife and homeschool mama to three boys. So, here we're going to talk about books, homeschool, and the gospel. So, if that interests you, please subscribe. And today we're going to talk about my well planned day planner. I'm going to give you a quick flip through. So, let's get started. Okay, this is the well planned day homeschool family planner. I believe this is either my third or fourth year using these. I know it's for sure my third, but it might be my fourth. I love the well planned day stuff. As you can tell, it's beautiful, but not only that, it is simple on the inside, which is more what I like. So I've just taken this out of the cellophane. I've had it since I think April, but I wanted to open it and flip through it for the first time with you guys. So in the very beginning, you just have your simple who this belongs to, your name, and everything like that. Encouraging articles from Rebecca. She's kind of like the main person from the Well Planned Day. And forgive my nails, I just had some taken off and then I did a bunch of spray painting yesterday, and so they're really gross. But so this is, each month they have kind of like a little blurb to kind of encourage you or kind of give you some new ideas. And then, let's see, this is just talking to you about planning. And then this is kind of an example of how you could use it. So this is what the day looks like, but this they've already kind of filled in. So you could, this is for one student, what it would look like. If you wanted to use two students, you could put like the initial of one and the initial of other. So there's English, so they both have 2 lines for English. You could do it with 3 students and up to 4 students, because like for English, there's 4 different lines, so there's room for that. And then there's always a to-do this week section. There's a dinner menu section. There's a self-care section, which I don't usually use that, but it's there if you want it. And then your weekends. This is kind of a cool part that I've used some, not probably as much as I should. But this tells you what's in the planner. But this, you can put a picture from your year, circle your children's ages, and then down here it says like favorite book to read aloud, most requested restaurant, just all these things just to kind of help you remember your year, which I think is pretty neat. Because I do keep these in way of record tracking, and so I do keep them pretty much forever, and I can always look back and see what our year was like. So this is a year at a glance. So it has all your holidays already marked out, notes. This is important information. So homeschool co-op, tutoring or teachers, emergency information, miscellaneous, websites that you like to use. I really use this page the first year that I got this because I was still pretty new to homeschooling and trying to get all my P's and Q's in order, but now I don't really use this anymore. There's even a daily cleaning schedule, and then you can put like monthly projects that you would like to do. These are little chore things that are perforated that you can cut out for the kids, which are pretty neat. Oh, there's a little spare thing. And then here is your schedule. So if you are a schedule person, you can like mark it down to the 30-minute time slot. Or if you're more like me and kind of do like a block schedule, this is perfect for that. So it has the days of the week and all of your hours. And then there's several of those. I think this first one was for mom. And then here's one for a student plus a class plan for that student. You can put their picture, all of their info, and then what curriculum we're going to use. I do still use this just because I don't want to forget later on what we used. Let's see. You can do like your expenses for the semesters. And then there's one of these for each kid. So there's going to be 4 of those. And then here is the first month. These start in July. So it's perfect for the homeschool year because at least in Missouri, our homeschool year runs from July 1st to June 30th. So I am actually getting to write in this today. And it's just like I'm a kid in a candy store. It's Christmas morning. Like I love writing in a new planner. There's something about that. So this is actually where I personally keep all my YouTube information. I do mark in doctor's appointments and stuff like that, but I also put on here what videos I am uploading on what day, and then what day I plan to film them also. And then I usually put notes over here on video ideas and collaborations coming up and stuff like that. And then so here's that little blurb I was talking to you about, that they kind of give you ideas or encourage you in something. And then there's also these perforated shopping lists. But obviously, I don't know about you, this is not enough for my grocery list. So you can use this for maybe supplies you're going to need for certain art projects or science projects for the next week. Or I've often used it for what library books we will need soon, and I can just tear it out and take it to the library with me. And they do have a backside too. And then around the house, monthly chores for kids, household needs. So if you need a new rug or something like that, what projects you have this month, and then just notes. And then here is a cool section for reading. So there's 4 slots for your students, and you just write the books that you would like them to read that month, and you can just check them off as you go. Library books that you get and when they're due, which I don't use that. And then read alouds you've done. I do use that section usually. And then you can list out your field trips that you want to take, when you want to take them, and what you want to do there. And then just educational goals per student. And then they have field trip ideas for each they have different ones for each month, different books to read, and then a random fact that kind of fits in with the month. I think that's really cool. And then here's the actual planning pages. So the way I usually do this, since I only have 2 that I'm homeschooling right now, my 3rd is still too young, I just give each child 2 sections for each thing. So there's Bible, math, history, science, English, and then this little section I usually use for their handwriting and spelling. And then this section, I don't divide it up because this is typically like our morning basket type stuff. I put that in there. So that would be an entire month. And again, I love how this is so pretty, but yet very plain. I don't like a lot of clutter when I'm writing and planning things. But each month it kind of changes in the color scheme. And then I was going to flip back here. It's October. Around semester, they have some different things in here that are very helpful. Okay, so here we go. These are your semester success pages. So for each student, you can write what they accomplished in that semester that is worth remembering. And then this is an attendance record for the semester. If you live in a state where you have to keep attendance, that would be really handy. We don't, but and then here are your grade logs. Again, our state doesn't require that we keep grades, especially not for younger students. Once they get into middle school and high school, I probably will, just for transcript purposes, but I don't have to use this yet. Progress and accomplishments and your grading scale, whatever you decide for that to be. And then another attendance, another grade, for students. And then you'll start in January. And then I will take you back to the end. See how pretty these are? I love these colors. Let's see. Okay, so here at the very end, you will have that all over again. Student success, attendance record, grade log, and then here is the next year at a glance. If you kind of want to do some pre-planning for the next year, which my current one that I'm finishing up, or that I just finished this year, looks like this. It did not have that in the back, so that is new, and I like that. As you're planning maybe for the next school year, you can go ahead and see it if you don't already have your next planner. And then you can even make some loose plans for the next year on these little guys for the next couple months. And then these are also new. Okay, so this is like a review. I'm not really sure how you use these. Interesting. Okay, so review, it says education, and it has all the different subjects, student's name, character, behavior and curriculum ideas. So kind of, I guess this is kind of looking back over the year, like so you can see what worked, what didn't for your curriculum. You can see how their character or behavior was, so that maybe you can make tweaks for the next year. That makes sense. And then maybe what you'd like to try next year for that student. And then at the very, very end, they actually have little report cards that you can tear out. They're perforated. Again, I don't do these because my state doesn't require them. And so I probably won't give grades out until they're in middle school. So I don't use these, but it's really neat to have. And I will use them once they're older. And then there's some more. Mustard is one of my favorite colors, so I love that. And then some more. So each kid could have a different colored report card. And that is the end. This is also showing you some other products they have. They have, well, this is talking about parent assessment and student placement, but they also have planners for your students. So if your kid is old enough and would use one or likes that kind of stuff, then you can get those too. But I'm very happy with Well Planned Day. Like I said, this is either my third or fourth one, and I have been so excited to get it every spring. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions about this planner, feel free to comment them down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.